JSCHR.
To see how much this city has improved since MSR took over.